We should be anyway. Yes, now we're live on TikTok or on YouTube and TikTok. Cow's milk is for baby cows. And so there's some things that I want to talk about before we have conversations. Uh, and this is to my fellow vegans as well. Um, I don't know if we should continue meeting these demands of non-vegans because like non-vegans are not like changing when we try to meet their demands anymore, like with the lab grown meat and stuff like that. Now they're trying to breed rabbits and in like into animal agriculture now and start slaughtering rabbits for feed instead of just, respecting the autonomy of animals because rabbits are more sustainable, they provide more nutrients, quote unquote, and they do so in smaller cages, and so they're more sustainable. So I don't think we should be trying to meet these demands with like lab grown meat because it's not going to change anything. We should just be focusing on others, respecting the autonomy of animals. I don't know. That's just kind of my take. Uh, Cornell, if you want to come on up, we can talk about why we're imitating meat. If you can tell me why you're not vegan. How do you convince them? Put peanut butter on your food. Like mix it in with peanut butter for your dogs. For cats, make a gravy. Or, like follow the instructions on the non or like on the bag where it says mix it 25% with their original food and then 75% of the or 25% of the plant-based food and then 75% of the nat or their old diet food and then every like a day or like or every like I think it's a week or something you slowly increment more of the plant-based food. We got a request. Alright. Are you
You doing
vegan?
today? Good.
Are you over 18?
Yes. If you need my date, I got you.
Okay. What date were you born?
2008, June 6.
Okay. Um, so are you vegan?
No, I'm not.
Okay, why are you not vegan?
Cause meat tastes good.
Okay, do you think the taste of meat justifies taking someone's life?
Uh, I'm not taking somebody's life. I'm
You're
taking a
paying
cow's
you're
life.
wow, bro. Way to contradict yourself. You are taking someone's life. And you're paying from someone.
As long as it's not human, bro, I'll eat anything.
Okay, why is human that stature?
Because I'm not gonna eat my own kind.
Why?
I'm not gonna eat people. I'm not a cannibal.
Why?
Cause I'm not.
Okay, but why is that a problem? Let's say I was a cannibal. Why is that a problem?
I don't know. Maybe because it's illegal, bro. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, so legality justifies morality.
I wouldn't say it does, but they're definitely more stick together. I'd say that's the perfect word for it.
Okay, so the question is though, does that justify it? Like you said no, so why are you continue doing it?
Quick question. Can you speak a cow's language?
Why does that matter?
If I don't, if they don't look like me,
Do you
if
speak
they're not
Romanian?
human, and they don't speak my language, I'm
Marina, do
putting
you
them
speak
up
Romanian?
in a fucking kettle.
Marina, do you speak Romanian?
Romanian? No,
Yeah.
but I said if they
Oh,
don't
so
look
you
like
don't
me
speak my
or speak to
language.
me.
Okay, you don't speak my language. Do you think you look like me?
Uh, I'd say we both have 5 fingers. We both have
Uh,
some nice brown,
yeah,
black,
yeah.
blonde,
So
I
you
whatever,
don't
have
speak. So
whatever.
you don't look like me.
I
Oh,
have
I
Clearly.
don't.
So you look different to me. You don't speak the same language as me. Therefore, it can be
We're
justified
speaking the
for me
same
to
language right
oppress you.
now, bro. We're speaking the
Oh
same
no, I'm
language right now.
choosing to speak the same language, but my mother tongue
Can the
is not
cows
that. So
speak the
therefore,
same
it's
language, bro?
justified.
Can the cows speak?
Oh wait, so if a human being cannot speak English, then it's okay to oppress and
No,
exploit
because
them?
they're my kind. I just said it. They're my kind.
Well, what they're your
God
kind.
bless the
So
humans, bro. God bless the
yeah,
humans.
yeah, God doesn't exist. You should cut that got that
Oh
right
shit,
off.
bro. Oh,
Yeah, but
little Maddie.
I'm just trying to understand exactly. So you're saying that because they're your kind, would you say that a racist would say exactly the same language you're saying?
What'd you say? The same race as what?
A racist would apply the same logic you're applying right now.
A racist would apply the same logic? I don't know
Yeah,
because
they're
I'm
my
not a
kind.
racist. I don't know any
Well,
racists. I'm not a racist. I can't think like a
why is
racist because
racism
I'm not a
bad?
racist.
Why is racism bad?
Because we're hitting our kind. We're hating on our kind.
No, 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 no. Why is racism bad? Because by the logic
We're hating
we're
on our
hitting our
kind
kind.
because we have
No,
the different skin
Marina,
tones.
you have to understand that
It's
my
Marino.
kind.
Marino.
Yeah, I don't care. So you have to understand that it's my kind does not necessarily imply species, race, or anything else. Because by that logic, a cow is a mammal, therefore they are your kind because they're a mammal. A
No,
cow
it
is an
ain't.
animal, therefore you are an animal also, therefore they're your kind. You see,
No, it ain't.
kind doesn't mean anything.
They're my species.
Why would
My bad if
species
I'm
be
not
a
using the right vocabulary.
sure, sure, sure?
But
But why would a species be
they're
a good
humans.
enough justification?
Not the cows
And
aren't
why would
humans.
that matter?
In the end, the
And why
cows
would
aren't
that matter?
humans.
And why would that matter?
What do you mean? Why would that not matter,
Why would that matter? Yeah.
bro? Taste one bite of meat. It'll
Why,
change your life.
Marina, I
It'll
understand.
change
I
your life.
understand. I really understand that it's difficult to use your brain right now, but you have to start using your brain. Why would that
I
matter?
am using my brain.
No,
Yo, I
you're
don't know why
not,
you're
because
laughing.
it's fairly
I don't know why you're
simple.
laughing, Axel. How do I pronounce
Yeah,
it?
it's okay. It's okay, Marina.
Yo, yeah,
Mar-
what Tulio said.
So,
Let
so
Marino argue
why
with the
would
guy who made
why
the
would being
stream.
human matter? Why would being human matter?
Because it does. I was
Why?
raised with humans. Excuse me, wait. There's a little funny guy up in here.
Sure.
Can
Why
I
would
mute
being human
one
matter?
second real quick?
Okay, we're just gonna move on. We're just gonna move on to the next guy. Okay, so that was wild. Okay, so we have quite a bit of people who want to join. So, completely jobless.
Let's go.
Completely jobless.
What's up?
Completely jobless. Are you over 18? Oh my god, dude.
By the way, Axel, there's a bit of a echo.
Yo.
Okay, I will try to fix that.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, Sant.
Hi.
Wait for a second, Santi, please. He's fixing it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Try now.
All right. Hello, say my one.
Let me see if I can fix it on my mic. You guys, here, I'll mute. You guys talk.
So, Santi, do you know what being vegan means?
Yeah.
What does it mean to be vegan?
To respect the lives of the animals and not eat them.
It doesn't mean not eat them. It means indeed to respect their rights, but it affects everything. Eating is just one aspect of how we don't respect their rights, but it also means don't make clothes out of them, don't use them for entertainment. It means don't exploit animals, essentially. Do you know what exploitation is?
Uh, yeah.
Well, what do you take exploitation to mean?
Expectation is like, no. Wait, hold on.
Are you over 18, Santi?
Yeah, I am.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
Where were you? Which year were you born?
I was born in 2008,
Why are
August
you
13th.
Yeah,
having tell
yeah.
someone your age, bro?
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
I'm not. It's
Funny.
just my.
Bro, like, dude, what the hell was that, man? Like, okay, El Matador.
Hello.
El Matador, are you over 18?
Yes, unfortunately, I'm 24.
Okay. What year were you born?
2002, June 19.
Okay, that checks out. All right. So El Matador, are you vegan?
No,
Why are you not vegan?
I don't see any art on why I should be vegan. But to be more precise, there's nothing wrong with being non-vegan.
Wait a minute. So you just don't see the art?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The art is that we don't need to participate in slavery and murder of animals. So therefore we ought to respect their autonomy.
If I use this logic, do we need to play video game?
Yeah, we're not exploiting anyone if we're playing video
That's not what I
games.
asked.
We do
Do we need
we
to?
do need to entertain ourselves. Yes, we will
That's not
not.
what I asked. Do we need to play video game especially?
No.
Okay, then if we follow the needs, then we ought not to play video game by your logic, because
Nope,
the
because we're
logic.
not exploiting anyone playing video games. I just
Yeah,
told
what's
you,
wrong with exploitation?
because when you're exploiting someone, you are
Mhm.
you are robbing them of their autonomy. If we
Yeah, that's what
just
it means.
yeah, right. I
I'm
know.
asking what's wrong with it.
What's wrong with it, in my opinion, and if you disagree, we just have a fundamental moral disagreement, and then I just think you're a piece of shit, and then we move on, right? But what I think is wrong with it is if we were to allow this to happen and just say that there's nothing wrong with exploiting someone, then we would have to justify that with ourselves, with everyone around us, because if there is a being that is a higher intelligence, of higher stature, that we would have to simply allow them to exploit us and anyone else that is lower than them. That is why it is wrong, because we ourselves would not want to be in that position, and if it was someone else that was of a higher stature.
Well, we've been doing that throughout human history, not
That
just
doesn't
higher
mean
than
that
us,
we
with
should.
regular human being. So
Yeah,
what
that
you're trying to say doesn't
what
reflect
is
reality.
does not mean what should be. That is a description,
Yeah,
not
but
a
what are you getting what should
prescription.
be, because there is other being. What if
Because
I'm a
I live in
masochist?
society, and and society determines what should and what should not be.
I disagree with that. If that is the case, then slavery should have been okay, and which you say it wouldn't
We
be
at
then.
one time said slavery was okay, and now we say human slavery is not okay. What do you
Who
mean?
is we? Because there's some country that still
We
allows it.
as humans in
That's not
general.
true. You want me to show you what country still allows it?
Hey,
Can I
we
can
as
I try something?
hold on, just let me
Sorry, I mean actually,
yeah,
yeah, go for it.
just give me one more second. So we in general, as society, okay, I'm not saying there isn't exceptions, have generally said that it is wrong for slavery.
Okay, let's say that is it logically possible that in the near future we can say it is okay to have slave,
What?
like as a society in general? Is it logically possible that we can come to the conclusion, yes, slavery is actually okay?
Why would we?
Is it logically possible, yes or no?
It's possible, but not probable.
Okay, then if it's logically possible, then that would be in that scenario here, hypothetically, you would agree that it's okay because that's the generality of people that's
No,
feeling so,
because I
right?
don't think the generality means what is right or wrong. We're constantly changing. We're constantly changing our societies uh, to provide what is right and what is wrong.
Yeah,
And so if we continuously go into this, if we continue like looking throughout history, we have constantly have been becoming more moral towards humans and saying that slavery is wrong when we can just also do that towards animals.
well, one thing about changing is that a yes can become a no for any sort of reason, right? So we might take it
Yeah,
as
but
yes
I'm
now, but
telling I
and
gave
tomorrow it
you a
could be a no.
justification for
That's not
my
a justification, actually.
I gave you a justification for why I said it's wrong. I want you to have a
Yeah,
justification
but your
why it's okay.
justification,
I
your
want you
justification is
I want
arbitrary.
that doesn't matter, dude. It's a
It does.
fundamental moral disagreement or not. Okay? I'm asking
Well,
you your justification.
okay. Do you know there's a clear distinction between
Are
system
you trying
and
to
arbitrary?
Can
are you,
can I intervene, El Matador? Like, I'm curious. Like, what exactly don't you understand out of don't
Yeah, so
exploit
so the
animals?
host here making claim that
El Matador. No, no.
yeah,
Why do you what exactly don't you understand out of it's wrong to exploit animals?
the justification behind saying it's wrong. That's what's
Okay.
not consistent and it's arbitrary.
Do you think it's wrong to exploit humans?
Yes,
Okay, why is it wrong to exploit humans?
because God said so.
Okay. So if God says that it's okay to exploit humans, then it's okay to exploit humans.
That would be a performative contradiction.
If God says that it's okay to exploit humans, would it be okay to exploit
I just
humans?
answered that would be a
who
performative contradiction.
who is your
I
God?
don't care about, yeah, El Matador, I don't care about any of that. So if your
So
God
you don't
says that
care
it's
about
okay to,
performative contradiction. This is crazy.
no,
Don't even
I
this
don't
is
even know what you said, El Matador, by the way. You said one
performative
sentence.
contradiction. Why don't you ask me instead of like
Yeah,
coming and tell me you don't care?
sure, El Matador, sure. But if your God says that it's okay to exploit
That
humans,
if
would
he
it be
said that, that would be
okay?
a performative contradiction.
What would be the contradiction?
Yeah, the contradiction will be indirectly compromising his previous revelation
No,
to
El
the
Matador.
church.
Explain to me what is P and what is not P.
That
So
would
to explain the
yeah,
contradiction.
and performative contradiction is an indirect contradiction. The P and not P would be direct contradiction. I'm talking about an indirect one. So that would be
Oh, okay. What would
categorical
be the
error from
indirect
your part.
contradiction?
The indirect contradiction is
Explain to me
that's what
what
you should
God
have asked.
asking. So
Okay,
if
let me
God,
explain that. Let
sure.
me
So
explain.
if God, sure. If God says that you should exploit humans or that it's okay to exploit humans, what would that be in contradiction to?
Yeah, I already told you to his previous revelation that the church has already committed to say that it's not okay to exploit other human
Okay.
beings.
Does God, where does God say that it's not okay to exploit
Yeah,
human
to the
beings?
church, to the Orthodox Church. You can see that on its
Yeah. Where
website.
does
In the
God
Bible, it
say?
Yeah, I
actually
could put the
Where
says
website.
that
I could put the
slavery is
website
okay.
down
What
for
are you
you. It's
talking
called
about?
Eastern. Do you have a
El
PC in front of
Matador,
you?
El Matador.
I
I'm
could take
actually
a
from
screenshot.
Romania, and I actually was a very fairly well-studied Christian Orthodox. So I'll ask you yet again,
Yes,
where
it's in the
exactly
Orthodox
does it
website.
say?
It's in the
Yeah,
website.
sure. Yeah,
So
but
it's
the
not.
website is not made by God.
So
So tell me exactly
hold on.
where
Is
does.
it a revelation? Is the church a revelation from God
Oh,
or my
okay. Tell me
word?
which website. Tell me which
Yeah, the
website does it
Orthodox
say
Church,
that
the
it's wrong?
official Orthodox Church, since you're so
And it
knowledgeable,
says it's
why don't you
wrong
show
to
it to me?
exploit humans.
Yes, it
It.
shows everything. Show it
Okay.
to me.
What
How about you
website?
show it since you live in Romania and you've been there? Why don't you
El
show it to me
Matador,
since you know it so much?
El Matador. Before crashing out, can you please tell me exactly
You're
where does it
lying. You're
say
being
that you should
dishonest.
not
I'm not
exploit
crashing
humans?
out. I'm putting out your dishonesty to
El
everybody.
Matador, El Matador.
Show it to
There
me.
really
Could you
is
tell me
no
the
need to
Orthodox
be getting
website?
this upset.
You
Why
Could you
you
tell?
got
exactly?
I'm
one
Where
not.
more
I'm
exactly does it
chance
upset
to
say?
because you're being
calm down,
dishonest.
Matador. You got one more
Stop being
chance.
Yeah, calm
dishonest
down.
because you're lying, okay? Stop
Matador,
being
Calm down,
dishonest
man.
and a
dude,
liar,
you got
okay?
okay.
Why
That
don't you
you
tell
blew
me
your
the
last
Orthodox
chance.
Creed
Bye.
right now?
El Matador.
Yeah, I gave him one more last
Why did
chance.
he get so upset?
Dude, because you're lying, Chip. Don't you understand? You're lying. You're being dishonest by asking questions. God damn it. You lying questioner. Your questions are
It's an
lies.
indirect contradiction. It's an indirect contradiction. A contradiction to what? What the church website says. Oh no. Can I create a church website? Wait, I'll tell Claude to create a church website. I bet you in an hour I'll have a church website up and running saying that God says that it's okay to exploit animals. Oh, sorry, that it's okay to exploit humans.
Oh my goodness, dude.
Yeah.
Imagine being told. So you think, hold on, I'm gonna just El Matador. You think your God is a non-arbitrary reason to not enslave someone, but to have your own position and justification of why you would not enslave someone is arbitrary? Like both reasonings are subjective. So both reasonings are arbitrary. Like I don't know if you even know what the meaning of arbitrary is, first off. Second of all, like you didn't even know what you were talking about when you were talking to Chip and you just crashed out. So that's why I kicked you down. Rant over. Chip, do you got anything to say?
Yeah, I mean, I don't follow his God. I believe in a different God. And my God says that it's okay to bash on El Matador. And my God specifically says on my church's website that El Matador can be bashed at every point in time. And in fact, it gives precise instructions on how to bash on El Matador. That's just what my church website says. It's not up to me. My God decided that.
My Bible and my book that I read and follow is Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. There you go. I read a book.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Spider-Man says Spider-Man exists. The Bible says God exists. So, you know.
Yeah. I believe I am Frankenstein's creature. Frankenstein is my creator. Anyway, does anyone else want to come up?
Oh, El Matador didn't get the chance to say his thing. He just really. Oh God.
By the way, Chip, I've been considering to come back to color full time.
Let's go.
I've been considering it. It's been in consideration. So it may happen. I'll just have to like reconfigure everything. So yes, I may be coming back to the way of color. My black
Are
and
you okay?
yeah, I'm good. The world's not gonna fall apart. All right,
I'm scared, man.
we got a person coming up, Zach Anya or Anaya. I don't know.
How you doing today?
Not too bad, Zach. How about you? Are you over 18?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you vegan?
Indeed, I'm not.
Okay. Why aren't you vegan?
Essentially because I don't think it's really attainable.
What do you mean?
So, as far as I understand, and feel free to correct me on this if I'm wrong, veganism is against the exploitation of anything, including non-human animals and humans, right?
Correct.
So, with that being said, would you say that sweatshops are vegan?
So I would say we should move away from them, but the like sweatshops are still provided by a system where people choose to work there or not. But we should still move away from them.
Their labor is still very much so exploited, correct?
Yeah, I said we should move away from them, but I don't think that like I wouldn't say if you buy something that is from a sweatshop that it wouldn't be vegan.
Yeah, and just to add on top of this, Zach, because I see you in which direction you want to go to, but we're here speaking. So there's obviously several injustices happening around the world. Sweatshops are just another injustice that is happening around the world, and we can discuss that. But we're here to discuss one particular injustice, the injustice that happens towards animals. So can you please keep it on topic? Like if we were speaking about women's rights, it wouldn't be fair to bring, animal rights or the rights of LGBTQ people into question. When we speak about the rights of certain individuals, we treat it as such. So right now we're speaking about non-human animals' rights. So can we please speak about non-human animals' rights?
No, because I was invited up here to talk about sweatshops.
Oh no, I generally don't care about sweatshops. It's fairly simple, Zach. If we can avoid the exploitation of humans or non-humans, we should do it. It's simple. Do you agree that if we can avoid exploitation of non-humans or humans, we should avoid it?
Generally, sure.
Okay,
Generally.
there you go. So then, yeah, so it's the same principle. We apply the same principle. So if we can avoid sweatshops, we avoid sweatshops. If we cannot, we cannot. We do not.
Yeah, and I want to know what the generally is. When should we continue the exploitation of animals, even if we or
Their value of their exploitation supersedes the moral cost of it.
okay, what is that value?
It depends on what it is.
What's a moral cost, Zach?
Doing something that is morally harmful.
Okay, when is rejecting the exploitation of non-human animals morally harmful?
When is he rejecting the harm? When, for example, you need to eat something in order to survive, and really the only thing that you got is like for example, a chicken in your backyard that's crowing and won't shut up. Sorry, you heard that.
What would that chicken be eating themselves?
Bugs mostly.
Bugs mostly. Okay, so if you're in a situation where you have no choice and your survival depends on exploiting an innocent animal, you're saying that is justified. Okay, what if you're in a situation where you don't need to?
What if I'm in a situation where I don't need to?
Yeah.
What about it?
Do you think you should be exploiting innocent sentient beings then, namely non-human animals?
I would mostly say that animals like chickens aren't really sentient in the same way as us.
I don't care if they're sentient in the same way as us. They're sentient beings, and I ask you, do you think you should be exploiting other non-human animals in the situation where you don't need to?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay, so can you please describe when that would be justified or moral?
When I want to.
Oh, okay, Zach. And you take morality to be your moral principles to align with this idea that if you want to exploit somebody, it's moral to do so.
That depends on what I'm exploiting them for, and it depends on what the cost is.
What do you mean by cost?
Moral cost, mostly.
Yeah, but we've already established that in this situation there is absolutely no harm to anyone.
If I own a business, I employ somebody, I'm necessarily exploiting that human being.
But if I own a business, if I own a business that I sell people the idea that it's okay to punch dogs, like they literally just come and they pay a sum and they come and punch dogs. Would you say that it is moral because I make money, therefore it's okay, I should continue getting money from people to punch dogs?
Morality kind of only employs to from culture to culture, and I'm sure that there are cultures.
Yeah, Zach. According to your own moral values, I'm not asking where you get your values from. I understand some of your values you get from your culture. I'm asking where, according to your own set of moral values, is it moral if I choose to have a business where I get people to for a little bit of a fee, they get to punch a dog?
How much of a fee were we talking about here?
Oh, I don't know, $1,000.
I probably let somebody punch my dog for $1,000. I'll be honest with you.
Oh, okay. So you think it's moral to charge $1,000 and let somebody punch an innocent animal?
No, I flat out said it's not immoral, but I'm willing to exploit certain things for a moral cost.
First of all, that's not a moral cost. You not making enough money is not a moral cost.
No. The moral cost is the dog getting punched.
Oh, okay. So you're saying it's justified. I'm just trying to understand. You're saying it's moral to make a business where you charge people $1,000 to punch dogs.
No, I'm not saying it's moral. I'm flat out saying that it's not moral.
Oh, okay, so it's not moral. Why is that immoral, though?
Why is it immoral? Because it's abuse to an animal that I like.
Okay, but I don't like Zach. Just to be clear, right? I don't like dogs, so therefore it's moral, right? Because it's not abuse towards an animal that
You
I
don't
like.
own the dog that's getting punched in this situation.
Excuse me?
You don't own the dog getting punched in this situation. I do.
Oh, no, Zach. I'm just trying to explain to you. If I bring into existence a dog for the sole purpose of using them for this, to make money out of punching them, then you're saying that that is moral because I don't really like dogs, therefore it's moral.
Fuck it. Morality doesn't really even exist. So do what you want, I guess.
Oh, so you're saying what I want them doing is moral and fair, right?
Call it what you want.
Yeah, you see, Zach, this is exactly what we're talking about, right? Like, I'll let Axel do his thing, but this is exactly the type of person who generally tries to debunk veganism. Eventually leads to extremely absurd situations of saying either morality doesn't exist, or biting bullets that as long as you make money out of it, it's okay, or inventing ridiculous things like moral cost. Like, at the end of the day, none of this actually has any relevance, and you know it to be wrong. You just know that the minute that you admit that it's wrong, you would be caught in a contradiction and you would have to admit that what you're doing is wrong. But it's easier to just bite the bullet because the ego is higher than that. But Zach, I just ask you, this is a conversation where we're fighting for the rights of others. So if you can, for a second, leave the ego on the side and try to have a decent conversation as a decent human being, the one that you claim you are. So can you for one second tell me if it's moral to harm an animal, to unalive them, to exploit them, if you make money out of it for products you don't actually need? Because you could make money in different ways. Okay, so it's moral to you. And humans are animals, so it's moral also to do it to humans, correct?
That's why I was asking about sweatshops.
Yeah, Zach. So humans are animals, therefore it's okay to do it to humans also, right? According to your values.
Nope, because humans have rights. And we live in a society where humans are separate from the animals.
Okay, so if we find a human being who lives alongside animals, then it's okay to do it to them.
No, because they, unfortunately, whether they want to or not, live in part of that society.
Okay, so
They live.
so what's a part of what society what a part of society dictates that animals don't deserve moral autonomy or
The
legal
part where
autonomy?
we kill them and we eat them.
Okay, so nothing,
For animals to be able to vote.
you just described nothing determines they deserve moral autonomy or not, because you're only describing legal autonomy. So I am asking what determines they do not deserve moral autonomy.
Define moral autonomy. I've never heard that term before.
Yeah, to where we say, morally speaking, they should not be exploited without legality or with legality.
So where my big hang up on this, right? Is it feels like we're kind of
Because the reason I ask is because we could technically have people morally consider animals, right? And then once they morally consider animals, we could build laws preventing others from enslaving and murdering cows, chicken, pigs, fish, etc. Correct?
no, because part of those animals are necessarily also meat eaters.
I said humans. Like we could get humans to not enslave and murder cows, chicken, pigs, fish, etc. Correct?
Well, why would we worry about that when the fish are eating each other?
I asked if we could or couldn't. It is possible that we could, right? Like, we could do this. There's nothing morally preventing us from changing society to make it illegal to farm or hunt non-human animals.
Well,
Correct?
morally doesn't really prevent us from doing anything, really.
Okay,
So
so society, this idea of that society has built around this doesn't mean anything, because we can change society like in the next 10 years, and then it could be illegal, and most people could think that it is disgusting to enslave and murder animals that are not human.
Concur.
Okay. So we're only asking what is your opinion of why we should prevent that from happening?
Because it's really unattainable.
How is it unattainable?
It's unattainable because you're still exploiting somebody in the process.
Oh my god, dude. The whole idea is that we move away from exploitation.
Then you're moving the exploitation from one place to another.
How? How do we be continuing exploitation after we create a vegan world where there's no exploitation?
Because we still need to do mass agriculture, and mass agriculture necessarily exploits animals.
Oh my god. So are you trying to say crop dust?
No, not necessarily just crop dusting. It's the ownership of a field where there would be rabbits living there, or
We can
rats
build
or
vertical
monkeys.
farms, can we not?
I've never heard of a vertical farm before. I'll be honest
Okay,
with you.
vertical farm is a greenhouse that has stories where we can grow crop within a greenhouse in stories high, and we can like fertilize with fountains or backpacks and stuff like that. We don't have to rely on bees and stuff like that. We can grow upward instead of wide, and then we can start producing as much crop to feed humans instead of relying on animals.
When you would DM me a link to where I can watch a video on that, I'm actually pretty interested in that. It sounds pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, you could just look up vertical farms. Greenlands is part of it, a huge part of a part of a huge initiative. Denmark is a part of a huge initiative for vertical farms. I think Greenland is mostly leafy greens at the moment, but they are working towards other forms of food, but they're mostly focusing on leafy greens at the moment. So yeah, like we're not there yet, but we can grow our society to where we are profitable and sustainable, feeding everybody plants and not exploiting animals for food, entertainment, clothing, science, labor, and or for food.
So do they like do they just do like what like say you have two greenhouses? Do they all just do like one crop in each house, or is it like layered level by level on those greenhouses?
It would, some of them would be layered by layered. So like, because at the moment altitude changes the amount of, like, changes the quality of growth between some crops. So we have to have like some of the ones that require lower altitude at the lower altitudes, and then but eventually we'll be able to alter that to where like we can just grow 1 to 1 tower or 1 to 1 level or whatever. Like, it doesn't really matter. Like, we just have to figure out some of those things.
Yeah. Ah, shit, my phone's about to die.
All right, man. We're
I'm
gonna.
at 4%. I'll look more into those greenhouses. Those are pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But why not stop exploiting animals today, Zach? Because there are solutions. So why not stop exploiting animals today?
Well, because I have a bunch of birds in my backyard, and
So
if
stop
I don't
exploiting them.
stop them by
Yeah,
their
just-
eggs, then they're gonna keep on reproducing. I'm gonna have 40 ducks in my backyard.
Well, just let their eggs like fertilize grass or something, or fertilize crop or something.
Really exploiting them, though, isn't it not?
You no, because you're just letting the eggs sit there.
Also,
So
am I
what-
to understand, Zach, that you are no longer going to
Hold
consume
on.
meat?
Chip, one question, Chip.
Are you no
So-
longer going to consume meat, Zach?
No, I'm still gonna consume meat.
Oh, okay.
But-
So how about you stop doing that? That has nothing to do with the eggs or anything like that. That would be a strawman argument.
No, sir. I'm trying to ask Axel a question before my phone dies.
Yeah, sure.
Yep, sure. What would the difference ultimately be between me throwing the egg into the grass and letting it fertilize the grass, and me consuming the egg?
You don't touch it, and it's their eggs. They can decide what they want to do with it.
and
Yeah,
they can
but
feed on their eggs again. So can we, Zach, tell you, because again, this is a straw man. You're just trying to attack a position that feels weak to you. So I'm just asking you again, how do you justify going forward and choosing to consume flesh of animals when you don't need to, and we clearly have other options?
because I want to, and I own these animals.
Oh, okay. So it's nothing to do with you saying stuff like you would exploiting animals anyway. It's just because you essentially don't respect animals
Pretty much, yeah.
on account of them being born a different way, a different shape than you have, right?
A whole different species, yeah.
Yeah, thanks for
Yeah,
not
yeah,
being
yeah.
genuine. Like, this was a totally disingenuous conversation, but
No, it was entirely.
bye. I can't handle disingenuous conversations. Like, he literally was going on this huge ramble that it's not sustainable, and then it's not viable, or it's not obtainable, blah, blah, blah. And then it, like, after we prove that it is pretty obtainable, then he just goes in, oh, I don't want to. Like, bruh, what is that? Like,
Yeah.
thanks for being here, Chip. You keep my sanity.
Yeah.
You keep my sanity
No.
upward.
I appreciate you, Axel. You do a great job. I don't get why these people are behaving this way. Honestly, all we were asking is non-violence, non-exploitation. Why is everyone having such a difficult time understanding that they want to live, they want to be free just as much as all of us? Like, why is it that they have such hard, like, honestly, like, the irony of it all is that all these people, who, at least the ones who came so far, have been claiming this form of intellectual superiority over other animals, or that humans are somehow special. But all they're doing is acting on their instinct. It's food. I cannot think because it's food. I cannot think beyond food. What about food? I like it. Food, food, food. Can you just put that on the side for a second? You can get food satisfaction from other sources. Put your instinct on the side for a second and actually have a decent conversation about the rights of others.
Right. I just don't get it, man.
Grinds my gears.
Chaps my ass.
Is that an expression?
Yeah.
Chaps my ass?
Chaps my ass, yeah. That's an expression.
Yeah.
Apparently it's a less known expression than I thought it was. Like, I've heard a few people not know what that expression was, and then I hear a lot of people do know what that expression is. And some people have heard it and they forget about it, and then they're like, oh shit.
Hey, everyone in TikTok, remember to share the stream. You just gotta click on the share button and click on repost, and then click on the share button again and click add to story. It helps push the stream forward, and we get more people and we can have more conversations. So everyone benefits. You benefit from it, I benefit from it, Axel benefits from it. And if you are not vegan or you want to have a conversation with us, just request and we'll have a decent conversation. We're generally looking for people who are genuine and actually want to have a conversation, not necessarily debate, but we're also welcome debates.
Exactly. And Chip is a much better speaker than I am. Like, dude, you can throw out some sentences super fast. I cannot speak as fluid as you.
I've been taught to speak fast, man. I've been made fun so much for speaking or not having fast enough responses when I was young, so I had to teach myself to speak fast.
Like, I can talk, but I can't speak that fast. And when I do, I feel weird about it. So,
Why does everyone say I speak fast? I don't speak fast.
you speak fluid, okay? It flows. You have a fluid speech.
Fair. Do we have anyone waiting for requests? No.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, if anyone wants...
everyone in the chat agrees.
Exactly. And if they don't, they can always join. I'm waiting. Patient.
Do you think it's the black and white?
That's racist.
That has nothing to do with race. The color of your stream doesn't come from race, Axel.
It's me, Caitlin is wanting to come up. Caitlin, are
By the
you?
way, we still haven't done a stream together, man. We've been saying we should do a
I
stream
know,
together.
dude. We still should. We still should. Caitlin,
Yeah.
Hi everyone.
are you over 18?
Yes, of course.
Are
Okay.
you the Caitlin from Discord?
No, I'm not vegan.
Ah, okay, okay.
I exploit animals every day.
Why is that so
I'm
funny?
joking. I'm joking. No, no,
Oh.
no, no. I'm joking. I'm from Discord, yeah,
Oh.
for sure.
Okay.
I just need like some advice because I started content about veganism in my social media, in my language. But the problem is like I have a lot of barriers within the community because at every single moment they always go to that way when they are focusing on more the LGBTQ stuffs and they forget the whole meaning or the core thing because it's a homophobic country. So, but I also wish that people will really get some informations about the vegan word or the veganism because yeah it's important in all over the world even like for instance like Morocco is not a common country that they have such bad procedures against animals but it's still a type of exploitation if we want to say. So I don't know how to deal about it. Like, should I just turn off everything and just post videos? Because I started like, the idea was about some influencers in my country. They were sharing some cute videos about supporting dogs of not being killed in my country. People were crying actually in the all, and that was nice. But at the same time, I saw like those exact people that I talked to some streams. They were streaming, but and I can tag that streamer. I saw like, it's really cool to see you defending some animals in your videos and all stuffs. But if you're not vegan, you're not doing anything to those animals. And he just kind of refused it. He said like no because some really low arguments. So at that moment, I really thought that really I need to create content in my language so people will understand or will know more and more about veganism. So yeah, that's it.
So the question is whether you should do like vegan content in your own language or not?
The problem is the barrier that like for example, I said like they always see some other aspects, not the topic, because it's still as a third world country that yeah has more taboo topics than veganism actually.
Oh, I would just tell them that like yeah, there's problems all over the world, but we can't solve them. Like we can't solve all the issues all at once, but what we can solve is the exploitation that happens to animals. Like we don't have to participate in that.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, kind of. I don't know.
Do you have anything to say, Chip?
Whenever somebody asks if they should make vegan content, yeah, I say yes. But Axel, can I ask why are you moving that microphone around like that? Is that like for props or is that for real? Does it do something?
Prop. Just prop.
Ah, okay, okay, I gotcha.
Just adds a fun effect.
I
And
see, I
and
see.
and it's also like a practice thing for when I interview because I always had an issue with that. Like I would like I want to get into the rhythm of when I'm not talking to hold the microphone away from my face. If that makes sense. So like it's kind of like a function thing. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Like it's
I got you.
a little mixed thing.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, yeah. By the way, so far I just see why aren't you ve? I don't see the vegan, so maybe. Yeah, yeah.
Get low. Get low.
Get low, yeah.
Slack down, get comfy, so people can read.
Yeah, I mean, people just joining, right? They have to know what this is about, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. That's kind of why I have the Animal Justice 21, which I should probably move because it's obscured by the panel. Uh,
Yeah, or move the panel.
uh, oh my gosh, I can't stay low like this, man. It's so hard.
Can you make the text higher?
I can technically, but it would make it like
Sexier.
it would make it like up higher and then it would be black on the bottom.
Oh, can we get the meanwhile? Can we get the? Can you guys tell us in the chat where you guys are from? On if you're vegan or not. Yeah, you know, we need to know. I'm curious. Vegan 10 years for the animals. Crazy maze, amazing, man. Let's go.
I'm gonna put it right there, right under the Y.
Why Animal Justice 21? Aren't you vegan?
Yup.
Oh, let's go. We got Minnesota, NYC. Let's go. Amazing. A lot of Americans. Oh, Froggies, you say industrial farming needs to end. Come have a conversation with us. We agree on that one. And we can start from there. We always like to start from a point of agreement. Texas. I got a Texas accent. I can do a Texas accent. Howdy, I'm from Texas. Was that a
No,
good accent?
no comment.
Yeah, tell me, Axel, you got a better accent, right?
Yeah, buddy. I got a better accent than you. What are you talking about?
That's not a Texas accent.
What are you talking about, bud? It totally is.
No, boy, a Texas accent sounds something like this, man. No, that's not. Wait, that's not a Texas accent.
No, you were absolutely 100% wrong. Okay? You gotta
Oh,
have a little more swang to what your accent is. When you're having a Texas accent, you gotta have swang, or else it's wrong. It's just wrong and terrible.
is sway that thing when you move your hips?
Swang.
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 Okay, anyway. Gentral Lynn, are you vegan? Or are you above 18? That's the first question.
Yeah.
Okay, are you vegan?
No. Why would I be vegan?
Why would you be vegan? Well, do you know what veganism means?
Oh yeah. I know about it. And I would say that you can't live off of just
Wait, which year were you born, Gentrillian?
1950.
1950. What? Bruh.
Yeah, they were a child.
Good catch.
Yeah, what caught me was the fact that they first went like, yeah, are you over 18? Yeah. And then he spoke like this.
I gotta
Yeah.
make you a mod chip. There we go.
Yeah, let's go. I'm starting to ban people. Come on, Elijah, come on up.
Now you can start inviting people too.
Okay, Froggies, why is host in 1950s colors? Froggies, I ask always the same question. Why does Axel love black and white? Who knows? He doesn't, he's a simple guy. He likes black and white and shades of it. You know, colors confuse him. I don't know why, but you know.
They do genuinely stress me out. Like, I do get stressed from too much color on my screen. Like, it's
Yeah,
overstimulating.
so Yeah, I mean, when you see a rainbow outside, you scream because like, fuck, I'm so stressed and I
Not
see a rainbow.
outside, on screen. On outside it's
Oh,
nice, but the screen
oh.
colors are like,
So
oh.
let me get this straight. If you are outside, there's a rainbow, and you take out your phone to take a photo of the rainbow, you get stressed.
Not exactly, but like the colors on my home screen, the colors on the TikTok and everything, like just nonstop color gets overbearing.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
Like it's nice to have a little bit of change in black and white sometimes, you know? Grayscale is kind of a vibe.
Yeah, I know. It's like the 1950s vibe. We got that. Oh yeah, see, look, B12 Bay put some colors in there. Are you stressed now?
Beats from Babe. Axel, look, you guys are so mean. I see everything in grayscale though, so like I have a
Oh,
grayscale
oh.
filter on my here. See,
So you
like
didn't see the color that B12 Babe sent?
no, it's just like shades of gray.
You're
Like
missing out, bro. These colors are amazing.
so I got gray, or I got gray, white, gray, 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 white, gray, a gray panel, a gray
Yeah,
line.
so so just so you know, B12 Babe has like this special phone which can send colors that you cannot see. Her phone is made by a different kind of god, and she sends these amazing colors, and every one of us here is now 50 times more intelligent because we saw those colors. You have an option to also turn off grayscale and see those colors, but no, that's okay. You don't do that.
Okay, I'll turn it off. Here we go. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of color. There's a rainbow flag, rainbow, red, blue, purple, black, yellow, blue, green, yeah, orange, white. Why is white there? White's not a color. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. the green, red, orange, green.
It became a color stream now.
I'm just being attacked with color, man. Y'all attacking me. This is prejudice.
I mean, you're the one choosing to be black and white.
Yeah, respect my choices, man.
You're right. We should respect your choices and your boundaries.
Do you know, guys, like how much lucky do you have here in Europe? Like when I moved here in Germany, I mean, I just really went to heaven because like you have a lot of choices, like a lot of options in the supermarket. Like everything is there. There's a whole section only for vegan, and yeah, like I tried so many things. You know, each time I discover something new, and it's a lot to discover, to be honest.
Where are you in Europe?
In Germany right now.
Oh shit, where in Germany?
In Düsseldorf.
Oh, Düsseldorf. That's still good. I thought if you would have said Berlin, I would have been like, holy crap, Berlin is the vegan mecca. Like you throw a stone and you hit something vegan in
We're
Berlin.
gonna get Piper up
Even
on the
here,
panel.
like when I go out, I really find like one of like one per 100 meter, you find a vegan restaurant.
Sorry, you sound stupid as fuck. Nobody's gonna be vegans, bro. Don't force.
Well, that was fast. Okay.
Yeah, and just to be clear, we're not forcing anyone. We're having conversations about why people should be vegan. And the reason for that is because it's wrong to exploit sentient beings for optional products. And it's probably you agree with that. You just use some form of motivated reasoning to justify your position because you get pleasure out of it. Was I talking too fast again?
But clear, that's important.
Yeah. Cool. Germany has a lot of great options. It's true. I mean, Rafaela did a great job on Germany. She veganized a lot of it. Yeah.
Mm. I'm consuming a lot of vegan cheese, to be honest. Because that's the only option I think I don't have, like, in Morocco, at least.
Well, vegan cheese is pretty freaking amazing. So I'll give you that.
Yeah.
So there's this vegan cheese called I can't remember what it's called, plant something, that the company I work for moved to, and the live will end. We detected inactivity. What the heck?
Wait, here? Now? No.
Yeah. The heck?
What the hell?
Bruh. Okay, well, I saved us by the last second. Anyway.
Hero Axel.
Yeah, we were 1 second away from it kicking us. Um, the heck, man? TikTok is whack AF. I'm inactive by talking. It's weird. um, so anyway, um, so this plant, like, this vegan cheese just upsets my stomach like crazy, and I don't know why. Like, I just can't eat this particular vegan cheese. Like veal life is fine. Like, I can eat veal life, but like, yeah, some vegan cheese just like completely upsets my stomach, and I think it's like the high coconut um the high
Okay.
coconut oil vegan cheeses. Yeah, they just like wreck my stomach.
Oh, you don't like saturated fat? It doesn't go down well.
Well, I don't know if it's saturated fat or just coconut oil. I have no idea, man. I got no idea. Because, like, I eat canola oil, which is saturated fat, and my stomach handles that just fine. So,
Well, that's it's a clear indication, Axel, that you need to start forcibly impregnating cows, taking away their babies, unaliving the male ones. And once you get their titty juice, you have to put that in a box, let it coagulate, and after it coagulates for a while, you should consume that.
Chip, you want to talk to Allison about how much that is wrong? Like, dude, I ate so Taco Bell accidentally put sour cream in my taco my burrito the other day. It was a crunch wrap, whatever it was. Anyway, so I took only 3 bites to find out that the sour cream was in there, and then I was like, "Oh my gosh." I was on the toilet with explosive diarrhea. TMI warning, by the way, for 3 hours. 3 hours of nonstop on the toilet all night long. It was horrible.
I always wonder what explosive means in that situation.
Like, if there was any more pressure, I would be lifted off my seat.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry you went through that, Axel.
Yeah, it was not great. It was horrible.
Oh. When are you moving to Canada, by the way?
Canada is happening in October. So
And
that's
it's definitely happening.
yes, it is definitely happening. I don't know if it's gonna be, so I'm kind of bouncing back and forth whether I'm gonna be permanently there. In Toronto, I might go back west with Allison and stay there.
Oh,
Yeah, I might go back.
let's go.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably go back west to be with Allison for a more permanent standpoint. But I'm still gonna go to
Are
Toronto.
you guys gonna make a baby?
Uh, it's up in the air. I don't know. I don't know.
We need more vegan babies, Axel. Start working on it.
We have. I won't say we haven't talked about it. Okay, we have definitely talked about it, and if it happened, I probably would be the stay-at-home parent. So, yeah, like I would.
Let's go.
Yeah, like if it
Yeah, I
happened.
would do the same. I get you.
Yeah, because I have like so much experience in raising kids and like so much education in raising kids that like she just was like, you know what? It's probably for the best. Um, Allison making the squinty face on YouTube. I'm sorry, Al. I'm so sorry. Uh, my bad. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Maybe we should get Allison on TikTok now and let's do a little bit of questions, uncomfortable questions.
Uncomfortable questions with Chip and Allison.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
emojis are for Chip. They're not for me. Okay. Good. I didn't say anything wrong. It's only Chip that's saying the wrong thing.
Wait, now I gotta see those emojis. I'm on TikTok. I can't see them now. I gotta go see those emojis. Wait, I'm opening up. Let's see, Allison, what you got in there, those emojis.
I'm glad I didn't say anything wrong, because then I would be sleeping on some couch, you know?
What could you have said wrong?
I don't know. I could have said something wrong. There's always a chance I could say something wrong. It's me. I say things wrong all the time.
I don't believe it, Axel. Okay, Raven says, please, no more details. Okay. Oh, I see. That's the face, the medium face with closing eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I get you, Allison.
But yeah, we have talked about it. And if it did happen, I'd be stay-at-home dad while she's the breadwinner.
Let's go.
Yep. I would be Mr. Mom.
Yeah, you'd be debating people on TikTok while taking care of babies and stuff.
Oh yeah, dude, I'd be exploiting my child, being like, "Look at my baby. This is a vegan baby. Look how healthy he is." And now I'm gonna eat him. I'm gonna eat my vegan baby. You know. I'm totally kidding. I'm not.
Yeah. No, of course you're not gonna eat them. You're gonna put them in a cage separately, and when they're at the right age, you forcefully eat them so that they can make milk.
Yes. And take their children away from them.
Yeah, I see. We have some people here that are not vegan in the chat. Can you guys just join and have a conversation with us? Why aren't you vegan? And by vegan, we mean why aren't you respecting the rights of animals?
FYI.
Don't be shy.
FYI, Chip, Allison is very concerned that our children might end up like me and have my amount of energy. So, we might have little...
Which is high, right?
Yep, I am very high energy. And so, she's like very worried about rambunctious children. What is gonna happen?
But you just build a gym next to you, and then you have these jacked babies.
Dude, literally, we're gonna be climbing trees every day You know, we're just gonna be in the trees every day, climbing trees, doing pull-ups every day, doing laps around the house every day, so we can burn out that energy. You know?
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, jacked baby vegans.
Exactly. Kids are gonna be doing push-ups but before they crawl.
I believe it.
Doing push-ups before crawling. That would be so cute though. That'd be like top tier cuteness, man. You know, that might be what I admit. I'm a top tier vegan. You know,
What does that mean?
I'm bottom tier vegan until I have children, and then I'll be a top tier vegan.
What's a tier vegan? What's a top tier vegan?
I don't know. I just say I'm bottom tier, and a bunch of people say I'm top tier.
Oh, it seems like Dayclo requested, by the way. I don't know if you saw.
I don't see any requests. Okay, now
Let
I
me
do.
see if I can.
Now I do.
Yeah.
Dayclo.
Good evening. Yo.
Are you above 18?
Yes.
Okay. Are you vegan?
No.
Do you know what veganism means?
Yeah, I think it's like an ethical stance where you're not consuming or buying any animal products.
It is a stance that we should reject the enslavement and murder of all sentient beings, humans and non-human animals included.
Yep.
Okay. So, this comes to the use of like entertainment, clothing, science, labor, and or for food. So it's not just like a diet or anything, or animal products. Like going to a circus wouldn't be very vegan.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay. So anyway, do you think that we should continue enslaving and murdering animals?
Yes.
Why?
They're here for us to enjoy and consume.
Yeah, sure, we gave him that purpose, but we don't have to. Human slaves were here for our purposes, but we changed that and gave them the right of autonomy. So why don't we grant that right of autonomy to animals?
Different species.
Yeah, different race. So why do we...
No, it's different. We're both Homo sapiens.
Yeah, different race. And often, very often, the Confederate scientists tried to prove that blacks were not the same species as white people. They were
and what was the conclusion of that?
Yeah, eventually we've proved that that was wrong, but you know, like they still tried to prove that to justify it as the like would that make it justified to if they did prove that it was true that they were a different subspecies, would that grant it okay to enslave black people?
Well, they didn't, did they?
But hold on, that's not the hypothetical. If they did, would that make it justified to enslave black people?
I can't think of that hypothetical because we're both humans.
Oh, I can
So it's
explain
hard-
to you,
it's hard to
Dayclaw, how
imagine.
you can think of that hypothetical. Let's see. Breaking news. This individuals of this race are now subspecies.
No,
Now,
because I can't. I'm not. I'm familiar with black people, like they're human
well,
beings, and
how
I'm a
would you
human
even,
being. But a
Dayclaw? How
human, I
would you
can't
even
relate
how?
to an animal.
Sure. Humans are animals, by the way. How would you even know what species of animals you are? Like, how would you even know that you're a Homo sapiens?
Because science.
Well, what part of science says that you're Homo sapiens?
Does it matter? Do you
Yeah.
disagree that we're Homo sapiens?
No, not that we are, that you are Homo sapiens.
Sorry. So, are you coming to question my Homo sapienness?
Yeah. How would you know that you're Homo sapiens?
Hold on. So you're questioning? Are you? Is it up for debate whether I'm a Homo sapien?
I think it's been pretty clear
Do
that
you
I've
think
asked
there's a
you
chance
5
I'm a
times. You
different
seem to
species?
have you seem to be having difficulty answering it. So how would you know that you're of the species Homo sapiens?
I'm just trying to get a gauge of like where your line of questioning is going.
It's fairly simple. You don't have to engage where my line of questioning is going. You just have to answer the question. How would you know if you are of the species Homo sapiens?
Yeah, but what is your point?
Because you don't know exactly, right?
But what is your point?
My,
We
my
both know
point
I'm a
is
homo.
that, well, my
We
point
both
is
know I'm a
fairly
homo
clear.
sapien. So what is your point?
My point is fairly clear is that if you found out today that you are not of the species Homo sapiens, maybe you suffered a mutation so much that you are
Okay,
no longer part of that species, would that justify somebody exploiting you?
buddy. We can go in circles about hypotheticals and like what ifs and whatever, but this
It's
is
just
reality.
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
tackling your morality. We're not here just to say hypotheticals, just to say hypotheticals. It's just to see if you would morally distinguish if blacks were not Homo sapiens, would it make them morally acceptable to be exploited? That's what we're asking.
See,
Is it only
I'm
humans?
not engaging in
Is
that
it
because
is it only
because
I
hold
think
on.
that's because you're about to bite the bullet that you would because you either have to bite the bullet
No,
and
because
say
they are
yes.
humans, and I couldn't imagine eating a black person, bro. Because
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
the same
Declau. So
species
let me
of
make
them.
it simple.
I can relate to
Declau.
them.
Yeah, sure. So Declau,
I can't imagine
I actually,
somebody that I'm so
yeah,
similar with.
sure. So I did I did a genetic test, and I found out that I'm actually not Homo sapiens. What now? Does that mean you can exploit me?
Yeah, I'm
See, all these
homo.
hypotheticals. You're human, bro. Can we
I'm
talk about
homo
like concrete
diversus.
facts?
I'm homo diversus.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
not.
not human.
I'm homo diversus. I am not Homo sapien. So I am.
What if?
You're not a Homo sapien. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am
Yeah. So
homo
if I'm not a Homo
diversus.
sapiens, yeah, if we're not Homo sapiens, which as I just said, I'm not, does that mean it's justified to exploit me?
You're not a Homo sapien, then, right?
As I just said, I'm not. Does that
what
does
are
that mean
you
it's
again?
justified to
What are
exploit
you?
me?
What are you?
Sure. So I'm still another descendant of Homo heidelbergensis. I'm not Homo sapiens sapiens in particular. I'm more of a Homo denisovan.
Sure.
So does that mean it's justified to exploit me?
Man, I'd exploit you even if you were human.
So I'm not a human. Clearly, a human would entail that I'm of the
Yeah, you're
species Homo
stupid.
sapiens.
You're a human, but you're stupid. That's the thing.
Yeah, sure, Spooky. I understand why you would be triggered by this simple
No, but
question,
you're
but I
stupid.
just explained to you. Yeah, sure. I'm sure.
But do you
I'm
hold
the
on
stupid one in
that?
the
Do you love
situation.
all animals, or just ones
Okay,
that you can
dude.
eat?
Yeah, Spooky. It's pretty. The question was fairly simple. I'm not of the species Homo sapiens.
Okay,
I'm a
yeah,
different
sure.
species.
You're an alien. Okay, no problem.
Does that justify exploiting me?
Justify exploiting you. What do you mean by justify exploiting you? What does that mean?
Is it moral to exploit me because I'm not the same species as you? Yeah, and by exploit I mean treat me as a resource, use me as a means to an end.
If you guys,
I guess yes. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is.
So it's moral if I'm not of the species Homo sapiens right now, since I told you I'm not, then it would be moral to enslave me, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
fundamental disagreement. We think you're a piece of shit. Have a nice day.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you two questions, right?
Oh, wait, Dalicau, can you please answer the same question that the other person has answered? If I'm not of the species Homo sapiens, would you think it's okay to enslave me?
What species would you be in this hypothetical?
Homo denisovan.
Do you not see how ridiculous these questions are? Or do you
I'm sorry,
do you
Daycloud, did you not know that there were a lot of species of humans at some point?
I'm
There were
talking
a lot
about
of species of humanoids.
Okay, but there's not any more, buddy. I'm talking
Oh,
about
well, I just told you
present
that I'm
day,
not. I just told
the
you that I'm
concrete
not.
facts.
Prove that I'm Homo sapiens.
Just remind
You
yourself you're a
can't.
Homo sapien, okay?
I'm
We're
not. I
all
just
Homo
explained to
sapiens
you
here.
that I'm not. I'm a variation where I'm more Denisovan than the way you see Homo sapiens. Most of them have a particular part of because Homo neanderthalis and Homo denisovans. I just have a lot more neanderthalis and denisovans, and in fact, I have so much denisovan in my DNA that people call me denisovan. So I'm a particularly different species. I cannot successfully procreate with the species of human beings. So would that mean it's justified to enslave me?
Yeah, I'm not engaging with it.
Oh no! Why aren't you
Because
engaging with that,
you're a Homo
Declo?
sapien, bro. Like, can we just
How
talk
would you
about
know
what we
that?
are?
Prove to me. Prove that I'm a
Can we
Homo
talk about the
sapiens.
reality? See, like, you're
Yeah,
even.
prove
I
that I'm a
think
You're
it's
going
Homo
as far as
sapiens.
to say, prove that you're a Homo sapien.
Dude, I
Like,
Yeah,
think
prove it.
you're unable to answer the hypothetical because you would do that, right? And
No,
so
because can you
hold
see
on,
how? Wait,
hold
let me
on.
ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
No, because I'm
Just
gonna
So by the
explain.
way,
capitalism is moral.
I've listened to everyone. I've been super quiet. I'm gonna say something real quick. So you have not been able to answer the hypothetical because you know that you have two options. You either bite the bullet and you we just have a fundamental moral disagreement and then we call you a piece of shit and move on,
Nope.
or you contradict what you were saying and saying species is not what you actually care about, and then we can move on and have a further conversation of figuring out of what it is
Nope.
you actually care about. So because if it is actually in fact species,
Nope.
yeah. So
Bro,
so by the way,
how
another
is that
thing they
no? How am I wrong?
yeah. So, by the way, Declo, what Axel said
Wait,
was
hold
very
on, hold on.
valid, and what we're trying to explain to you is that this delimitation that you create called species is as arbitrary as it can be because you have no way of knowing what species somebody is, and that's what we're trying to explain to you. It's such an arbitrary thing that doesn't really matter in any way morally. Or if you refuse to answer Axel's question, which I hope you don't, you can choose to answer the question on why would species matter morally, but it's essentially the same question because we're trying to gauge on why does species matter morally. So you either engage in the
You're going down this
hypothetical or
Filbert pipeline.
or you respond directly to the question why does species matter morally.
You're just going down this Filbert pipeline where you're just like asking these irrelevant questions. Oh, how do you know I'm a Homo sapien? Like, bro,
I'm sorry,
you are.
Declo. Were
Like,
you not
can we
the
talk
one
about the
who said
concrete
it's okay?
facts?
I'm sorry, Declo. Were you not the one who said it's okay to exploit somebody because they're a different species? So all I'm asking is for a justification
I
on
didn't
why
say
would
that.
species matter
Hold on.
morally.
When did I say that?
Oh, okay, Declo. So let's go back to it. Why is it okay to exploit an innocent animal, namely a cow, but not a human?
They haven't got personhood, animals. You're calling them someone.
Yeah, they are a someone. They have an individuality. They have a
They
personality.
don't
They
have
have a
personhood.
subjective experience of life.
Sure. They don't have personhood.
Define
Oh, by
personhood.
what standards? Yeah.
Well, you're making up your standards, clearly. They're not people.
There's a legal definition of personhood. What is it?
Not sure. What's the legal definition?
The legal definition of personhood is an entity with rights and responsibilities.
Can you get that up?
What?
Can you get that definition up?
That is the legal definition of a person.
Yeah, put it up on the screen, the legal definition.
I can't. I don't know how to do that. Like, what do you mean?
So you know how to put that background, but you don't know how to put that.
Yeah,
the
because he's
definition.
on mobile. Right here on mobile, Alex.
Here, I'll try. We'll see.
Yeah, but either way, I fail to see it. Like, Dale Cloud, doesn't matter whether they're persons or not. I'll ask you simply, they're individuals. So why exactly is it okay to exploit a sentient being, namely a cow, but not a sentient being, namely a human?
Okay, so let me ask the question. Is cannibalism immoral in your worldview?
Yeah, yes, it is. But Cloud, this doesn't answer the question that I just asked you.
No,
When
I just wanna
somebody
ask you
asks
two
you a
questions.
question and you try to answer the question by saying, let me ask you a question, that doesn't really answer the question. So yes, I will ask you yet again. You see, in good faith, I actually have answered your question. And I said, yes, cannibalism is immoral. And I can explain very simply why it is immoral, because
Okay, I don't need you
human
to
beings are
explain it. I don't
sentient
need you
beings.
to explain
So
it.
I'll
Hold
ask you yet again, why is it okay to exploit a sentient
Hold
being
on. I had a
that's of the
follow-up question.
species
You just
cow,
started yapping.
but not a sentient
I
being
had a
of the
follow-up
species
question.
human? Sure, Daycloud, but can you please answer the question that I initially asked you several times now before diverging into something else?
No, because I'm not engaging with your questions that just
Wait, so you're not
don't,
engaging
like-
with absolutely anything we asked of you? Absolutely anything.
No,
We
because
tried
you're comparing,
hypotheticals, we
you're
tried
comparing
anything.
eating. You're
Yeah,
trying to ask
yeah.
me pretty much, is it if it's okay
I'm
to eat
comparing
animals, then it's okay to eat black
comparing
people?
two animals of different
What?
species. How is that so difficult for you to
Brother,
understand?
you're saying hypothetically, like if black people were this and that, would it be okay to eat them and shit? It's like, bro, how can you
Decloud, what was
compare
the last
human
question I asked
beings
you?
to animals?
What was the last question that I asked you?
I don't know. You've just yapped too much, bro. I can't lie.
Okay. So I'll ask you yet again. So please listen. what is the difference between a human being and a cow that justifies exploiting one but not the other?
Because they're not human beings.
No. But what is the difference? That's a tautology that you just made there. The difference between humans and cows is that one is a human, one is a cow. That doesn't add any extra information.
Are you asking me because you don't know the difference between a cow and a human?
What difference justifies the exploitation is the question.
Are you asking me because you don't know the difference between a cow and a human?
No, as I just explained to you, there's differences between you and I, right? Like, for example, I'm extremely intelligent. You're not that intelligent, right?
They're not
But the question
humans.
is, do any of those differences justify the exploitation? I don't think that they do.
Yes.
So I'll ask you simply, what difference between cows and other humans justify the exploitation?
They're not human beings.
No, but that's not a difference between them. I'm asking you fairly
you don't
simple.
know so you're saying you don't know the difference between a cow and a human. So that's the issue.
They
Come on,
clout.
bro.
So for the last time, and then I'm gonna stop
Do
interacting
you know
with
the
you
difference
because you're
between a cow and a
simply
human?
disingenuous. So let me put it this way, Declau. There's a difference between you and me.
I
As I
gave you
said,
the answer.
I'm
You just don't like the
considerably more.
answer.
Declau, as I just said, I'm considerably
You
more
don't like the
intelligent than
answer.
you. I have a bigger wee than you, and I'm obviously handsomer
I'm sure
than
you do, boy.
But
I'm sure you do.
but all these differences do not justify exploiting you or me. So now there's obviously differences between us and other animals, like us and
I
namely
don't
cows.
care
For
about your
example,
ethics and morals,
for example, I walk on 2 legs, a cow walks on 4 legs. A cow has hooves, I have nails, right? Like there's obviously all these differences. The question is, which of these differences justify exploitation?
because they're not human, you bitch.
Oh my
Okay.
god, alright. We're just gonna
You're a
give
I lost
bitch.
IQ points.
fucking yeah. So anyway, you're just a piece of shit. We're gonna just have a fundamental moral disagreement and intellectual disagreement, honestly. You can just look up the legal definition of person. It will tell you right like now. Like it just look it up, man. Legal definition of person. And also, Chip, you cooked. He was I don't
Jesus Christ! Like some of these people are so ridiculously stupid. Declau, I'm sorry, man. Like you gotta educate yourself, man, a little bit. You're not very intelligent, and I'm sorry to say that, but it's not going to boast well for you in life by trying to have absolutely no arguments and trying to debate something you know nothing about. At least have some form of humility and learn something about it, and then maybe you can debate better next time. But trying just to say dumb stuff like what's the difference between a human and an animal? Well, one's a human, one's an animal. Oh wow! I didn't know that. Thank you for explaining it to me, Declau. Oh God.
yeah, again, there was a debate on who was actually human and who wasn't not so long ago. So, yeah, like this whole thing of like, oh, we just know they're humans. Like, no, we don't. There was a huge debate whether or not that who was human and who wasn't. We have had huge debates on who is a person and who isn't throughout our history. There was a long time that we did not grant personhood to women. There was a long time that we didn't grant personhood to other races or to different ages. Or, there was a whole lot of that going on. And so you're just going to say that our society is built on this whole arbitrary decision of arbitrary decision on based of what we're doing right now, and that's what we should continue to do. We shouldn't change, we shouldn't improve, we shouldn't try to be better. We should just always stay the same, which is just absolutely asinine that you would actually even indulge in that thought for longer than 2 seconds, because the entire human civilization has never functioned that way. If we're going to talk about what hasn't happened in human civilization has never functioned off of the premise that we should stay the same without change and improvement, because it would collapse. We would essentially collapse if we weren't improving society.
No, yeah, and I think a lot of these people use the Izod fallacy. They commit the Izod fallacy a lot. Oh, this is what they say. Yeah, but this is the point of contention. This is what we're trying to explain to you, right? This is the whole purpose of all of this. We're trying to explain to you that that why should things be this way? I understand the way they are. We all know what they are. We all know the differences between us and other animals. Our questioning or all of this is how do any of those differences justify needlessly exploiting them?
Yeah. Also, one more thing. Just because we think you're a piece of shit, that doesn't mean you can't look up animaljustice21.org and discuss this with your own morality. Like, you don't have to argue with us. You can also debate yourself and look at what happens to animals and tell yourself how you actually feel about this.
Or at least use some form of logic if you cannot use it, because I don't want to base anybody on their emotions. You may feel okay with animal exploitation, but then use some form of logic and ask yourself, why exactly am I okay with that? And maybe a lot of people who are actually being genuine, they wouldn't be okay with exploiting dogs. So why exactly, maybe you should ask yourself, why am I okay with exploiting with exploiting other animals but not dogs? Because those are just learned behaviors, and if it's a learned behavior, then you should probably question it, because it may not be a good learned behavior.
Yeah, John W., you can come up if you want to talk. But if you're not going to be able to engage in honest conversation, then we're not going to bring you up. My family's...
You see this whole idea, dogs serve a different purpose. Yeah, the purpose we give to them, that's the point of contention. You saying that they serve a different purpose, we know that. The question is, why put them to this purpose? Why give one a purpose that means that requires exploitation to death, and one a purpose that requires love or something, right?
And to the Chinese and most Asian countries, that's not the case. They definitely do serve the purpose of livestock. And it's not serve, it's forced to be and used. Service is a consensual agreement. And I would not say that it's a consensual thing. FYI, I don't know if you guys hear, like, my family's kind of fighting behind me. I hope you guys don't hear it. I put on my noise cancellation as much as I possibly could, and I hope the echo has gone away.
Yeah, echo's not there and we can't hear it.
Okay, good. Yeah, they kind of fighting in the background.
Sorry to hear that, man.
It's all good. Family be family, man. Does Axel have to charge the LED hat? Yes, I do.
Are they debating veganism? Is that why they're fighting?
I wish. I wish somebody would advocate for animals in this family. I'm in Redneckville,
Yeah.
Chip. That doesn't happen.
I'm sorry, it must be hard.
Yeah, it can be. It sure can be. That's been the... But, hey, man, I'm moving to Canada. I don't gotta worry about this. I'm gonna be with plenty of vegans. So it's all gonna be good.
Toronto, you said first, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Toronto. And I'm kind of flip-flopping whether I'm gonna be there for like more than a week, but I might just stay there like a week and then come back, kind of like see if I like it there, and then if I prefer to go and stay with Allison, I'll probably go stay with Allison in the West, and then we'll probably just go
Oh,
through, and then we'll probably just go through Vancouver Island, and
wait, Allison is not in Toronto?
no, she's in the West.
Then why the hell are you going to Toronto?
Because I was gonna go, because she was gonna come to the East eventually if she wanted to, but like now she has a new job and she doesn't know if she wants to, and so I was gonna just go to the East and do more outreach and with more vegans like Dave and stuff like that. Um, but like I think that I might, with how like difficult it's gonna be and everything. Um, I'm probably just gonna go there for like a vacation instead, and then figure out if I actually want to stay there long term, and then make a decision whether or not I'm gonna go to Vancouver Island or um yeah, stuff like that. British Columbia or Ontario, like which province am I gonna go to?
Man, I'm excited for you. I'll be honest. I'm excited that you're changing this. I hope the whole change finds you well, because you deserve better, man. You deserve to be in a nice place where you feel love and stability and all that.
Yeah, thanks, dude. I'm so excited. And so, oh, Chip, speaking of which, I gotta vent to you real quick while we're waiting. So, when I went to go get my passport, the city hall that I went to go get my passport, um, they were like, since I had my legal name changed and everything, they were like, "Oh, we don't need your court order or anything. We just need your ID and this and all that, and that should be fine." Guess what happened? The U.S. Department of Passports sent me a piece of mail saying, "Hey, can we have your court order for like your legal name change or something to prove that you actually changed your name?" And I'm like, I have to spend more money on this already expensive investment because they didn't take my freaking court order, which I was already gonna give to them, and so I had to spend more money.
Oh, bastards.
Dude, like I honestly was gonna hand it to them, and they're like, "Yeah, we don't need that." And I was like, "Are you sure?" And they're like, "Yeah, they're like, it's gonna be fine." And I'm like, okay, because like, man, I've had to bring this all the way around because having a legal name change, especially when it's a full name change, everyone is like, "Oh, is this really you?" And I'm like, I have to have all my documents to show, yes, this is really me. And of course, the U.S. Department agrees. They were like, "Yeah, could you send that court order and through the mail?" So now I'm not gonna get my. I was gonna get my passport on the 4th, or in 4 days, on Monday the 24th, but now I'm not, probably, because yeah, now they have to review more stuff.
When you get your passport, you should come to Amsterdam.
I will definitely do some traveling once I have a passport. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Yeah, before you even move to Canada, come to Amsterdam so that we do some activism together on the street. That would be cool.
Dude, that would be so cool. And
Yeah,
like maybe
I would
we'll
love
even
that.
do shirtless Axel and shirtless Chip,
Yeah, we could do that. Although Amsterdam it's the good weather is rapidly not coming anymore, so do it fast.
Just man, I can handle the cold though. Like
Yeah, but we would be having really hard nipples, and
oh, that could be a good thing though. Our bodies are functioning normally, so we're not
yeah,
deficient.
yeah. But like, does anybody really want to see hard nipples on men? I mean, I don't know.
It depends on the person, I guess.
Fair enough. I guess it depends on the emotions you have towards that person or something. Yeah.
Yes, I want to see B12 Babe says.
Fair enough.
Oh, dude.
Shirtless excellent chip it is then. Let's go.
That will be the first time we see shirtless Chip. By the way, shirtless Axel happened before shirtless Chip. I did a shirtless stream the other day.
You did a shirtless stream?
Yes, I did. I was
Whoa.
doing yard work in the rain and shirtless. So,
Damn.
yup. My flab, man, my gut, my fat was all there for everyone to see. My dad bod was there for everyone to see.
Let's go.
Dad bod gains, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, I also have a bit of a well, no, I don't.
Chip, please don't ever say you have a dad bod, because like you are lying through your teeth.
Yeah, that's fair. Fair enough. Fair enough. No, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty slim. Yeah.
Okay. See you later, Allison. Love you, B.
Bye, Allison.
I have a new nickname for Allison, by the way. Instead of calling each other babe, we call each other B. Like like a bee.
That's cute. So you call each other. You used to call each other babe, and now you call each other B.
Well, we didn't call each other B, but we were trying to think of something to replace babe with, because we wanted something.
What about Boo? You know, there was that song, "You Will Always Be My Boo."
Well, I did call her Boo sometimes. And
Oh, that's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
And then she gets scared. Hey, Boo! Ah! What? You know, Boo is you say when you're scared.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
But yeah,
bad joke.
no, it's fine. But as of today, I just like came up with it today. I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna start calling you B," and she was like, "Oh my god, I love it. What am I gonna call you?" And I was like, "You can just call me B too," and you know, like we're gonna make it a thing.
B2?
No, just B, just like as well,
okay.
as well. Like,
okay.
yeah, but it's gonna be a thing, you know? Just call, instead of babe or bae, we just say B, you know? I love you, B.
That is pretty cool, yeah. Yeah, seems like B12 Babe is gonna steal that. But she's already B12, isn't she?
Yep. You can definitely steal that.
Yeah, I might soon be going to bed. I've already had 3,000 calories and I gotta have 500 more and I just can't do it. So I'm sitting here with the banana in front of me trying to eat it, but I'm like, I don't want to.
Man, how could you not eat a banana? Like, I feel like I would have to, like, just devour that thing if it was in front of me. But again,
Well,
I'm
Axel,
fat.
when you ate,
But again, I'm
what if,
fat. So don't hold that. Don't take that too seriously. I'm a fat guy. Okay.
but you're not a fat guy, first of all, and second of all, when you already had 3 bananas, you know, one more is like,
I have not topped Gary Yurovsky with the 15 bananas, but I have ate 5 bananas
holy crap.
in a day. Dude, 15 bananas
Yeah.
just sounds crazy. Like, fuck.
It does sound pretty crazy.
Like, holy shit, dude. Eating 15 bananas in a day, that's just not good. Like,
I mean, it's a lot of sugar, huh? Like, why not just eat something better? Also, a lot of magnesium, which is good for you, but
wouldn't it be too much potassium as well?
potassium, yeah,
Yeah.
magnesium, yeah. But too much? I don't know if it's too much, but it's because it's not like potassium has some form of toxicity, especially if you get it from bananas or something. You'd just be, I think you'd be peeing it out.
Yeah, I think we're probably gonna end stream if no one wants to join up. We have been streaming for 2 hours now. I think that's kind of the limit because Jen died yesterday around the 2 hour limit. I think. Oh, we got someone coming up.
Let's go. Let's go.
Lit, are you over 18?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you vegan?
Fuck no.
Why?
Because eating meat makes my life enjoyable.
Okay.
Wait, what do you think being vegan means?
Oh, that you're against like the unnecessary harm or exploitation of sentient beings or some bullshit like that.
Some bullshit.
Well, that's actually a pretty good definition. So why do you think it's okay to exploit animals?
I don't think it's exploitation.
What do you think exploitation means, Lid?
Being used beyond the means of necessity.
And do you think we don't use animals beyond the means of necessity?
Necessity is a modal term. It's also indexed to the specific scope that it's being used in. That's why when vegans
Yeah,
give this
sure.
definition- Oh, here we go. Now we dodge. Okay, now we dodge. You figured out I'm
Sure,
clothing.
Lid.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, sure. But the question is, do you think you require the consumption of animal products?
I answered that, but you couldn't grasp the answer, unfortunately.
Yeah, sure, Lit. But do you require the consumption of animal products?
It depends on the scope. That's
Oh
what
yeah,
the
yeah,
answer
sure,
was.
sure, Lit. But when I mean, do you think you could survive, be healthy, and thrive on a plant-based diet?
Survivability is not the salient scope. You're not tracking.
Oh, sure, Lit. But the question is, do you think you can thrive on a plant-based diet?
No, you probably couldn't. If by you mean me.
Oh, okay. So, Lit, do you deny nutritional science?
No.
Oh, okay, because the largest organizations of nutritionists and dietitians on the planet said that you can thrive on a plant-based diet. Can you please formulate a coherent statement on why that would not be the case?
There's two things. The first thing is that that's just an appeal to authority. The second thing is that you're
No, it's not. An appeal to authority would be if the authority is not in the field of expertise.
That's not
obviously an expert in a dietitian would obviously, you would trust a dietitian when a dietitian says something. And if you okay, let me put it this way, Lit, so that we don't say the largest organization of nutritionists and dietitians. We have plenty of meta-analysis and studies showing that you can be healthy on a plant-based diet. How would you deny that evidence?
Yeah, I answered this too, but you keep interrupting me before you can grasp the answers.
Sure. So how would you deny that evidence?
Okay, here we go. I'm trying to answer it, but you keep interrupting me every time I try to answer.
Sure. But instead of complaining about how I'm interrupting you, how about you answer the question? How would you deny the evidence that we can thrive on a plant-based diet?
The issue is that I did answer it, and you haven't grasped it because you keep interrupting.
Sure, Lit. But how would you deny the evidence that we can thrive on a plant-based diet?
I'll answer it again. It's because there's an equivocation on the term thrive, and because there's an equivocation, there's an appeal to authority.
Yeah, Lit. So listen, I don't care about that. We have data. For example, we have the Epic Oxford study that was done on 500,000 people, and on the 500,000 people on over 30 years of data, the people on a plant-based diet, not only that they lived longer, but they also had a healthier life. So what exactly do you deny out of that data?
So also after that question, I want to just know why you think you can't thrive after that question.
Well, I keep trying to answer these questions, but I keep being interrupted. But the answer, once again, is that, well, I guess there's a few things. The first thing is that I accused you of two errors in reasoning. You say you don't care, so you just straightforwardly are admitting.
Sure. So can you please explain how you deny the empirical data, the Epic Oxford study? Sure, Lit. But the question isn't what problem you have with how I formulate statements or anything like that. My question, sure, Lit, sure. But the question is, how do you deny the data? I'm not asking you how you deny my formulation of the statement or anything like that. I'm asking you, how do you deny the 500,000 points of data that show that you can be healthy on a plant-based diet? So please re-answer.
I answered that.
Sure, please re-answer.
I don't think you did, to be honest.
Yeah, he didn't, obviously. So please say how do you deny the data?
I can repeat the answer, but you need to actually listen to the answer.
Sure. How do you deny the data?
So, for example, hang on. Okay, look. So, for example, host, you said I didn't answer that. Can you repeat back my answer, or did you also not track it?
Because
just to be clear, you answered by saying there's an equivocation fallacy when it comes to what the word thrive means. I did not say that the data shows that you can thrive on a plant-based diet. I specifically said that the data shows that the people on a plant-based diet were healthier and lived longer. So can you please, how do you deny the data on 500,000 people that people on a plant-based diet are healthier and live longer?
Two things. The first thing is that I asked host to repeat it. He obviously can't because he didn't track it. The second thing is that, well, let me respond, okay? Because I keep being interrupted every like 5 seconds. The second thing is that, host, can I get the clip of this debate because he said the word thrive and I'm willing to bet $100 on it.
Yeah, sure. Sure. But when I mentioned the study about the Epic Oxford study, I told you that the people on a plant-based diet, not only that they lived longer. When I said thrive, I mentioned the you see what you're doing right now is you're mangling the information because it's fairly simple. Let me explain to you. When I mentioned the Academy of Nutritionists and Dietitians.
You said thrive.
I understand you're crashing out right now,
yes,
but when I said
no, the reason why I'm interrupting you now is because I've not been allowed any moment to speak.
Can you please shut up for a second so that I can explain to you? When I said, Axel, can you please mute this person for a second?
Oh yeah, run away and meet me.
No. I just want to explain to you what exactly is that I said.
Yeah,
sure. So what I tried to explain to you is that when I mentioned the Academy of Nutrition and Dietitian.
As a matter of fact, what you said was that you didn't care that you were making a fallacy. You don't care that you're being unreasonable. And now that I'm interrupting you, you're bitching the fuck down. Look at you. You're being silent. Now that I'm interrupting you, you can't handle the same energy that you're throwing at me now that I'm throwing it at you. You're a coward. You're a complete coward. Now answer the following question.
I'm sure.
Okay, hold on.
I'm 100% sure. Because you're out of things to say. You don't know what to say.
Hold on.
Sure. So let me just explain it. So what I said was the Academy of Nutrition. I just want to clarify the Academy of Nutrition and Dietitian. The Academy of Nutrition and Dietitians.
You interrupted me every single time
I
wanted to respond.
Hold on.
Can you just please shut the fuck up for a second so that I can explain?
Hold on. I want both to just chill for a second. Both of you just chill for a second. We're gonna have Chip say what he wants to say, and then Lit is gonna have a chance to respond. Okay?
Is he gonna interrupt me while I try to respond?
He won't interrupt. We're gonna have a we're gonna calm down. We're gonna let people talk and stuff like that. We're not gonna continue interrupting. We're just gonna have a conversation. Okay. So
so just to be clear, my position was that the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics said that you can thrive on a plant-based diet. My question wasn't regarding that, or I did ask you that question first, and then you started with the equivocation fallacy. So then, in order to avoid the ridiculousness of discussing whether the definition of words or whatever, I don't really care about that. So what I then brought up is another study which said, and I explicitly said that the Epic Oxford study said that you can be healthy on a plant-based diet that was done on 500,000 people, and the people that were on a plant-based diet, not only that they were healthier, but they also lived longer. So Lit, how do you deny the Epic Oxford study? That is the last question that I asked you, and that's the question that I'm interested in. How do you deny the 500,000 points of data saying that these people, not only that they were healthier on a plant-based diet, but they also lived longer?
Okay, now I'm going to respond uninterrupted because there was a lot of nonsense said. Yeah. Okay, so here's the idea. The idea right now is that you said that people thrive with respect to these studies. I gave you two fallacies. The two fallacies were the equivocation fallacy, and in virtue of the equivocation fallacy, you also would render an appeal to authority fallacy. After which, you started backpedaling and saying that you didn't specifically use the word thrive when you did. That's the word you're equivocating on. In addition to that, you also said that you didn't care about the fallacies that you were charged with, self-reporting that you don't care about being unreasonable. If a person doesn't care about the fallacies they're making, they're just inherently being unreasonable. Now, in addition to that, when we're talking about the question, should you be vegan or you should be vegan, these are normative ideas. These are morally relevant ideas. When you appeal to an empirical claim where it's like, oh, well, it suggests that you're healthier and you live longer, that in and of itself is not sufficient to get you to a moral claim or a should claim. The reason why is because prudential interests do not ipso facto equal to moral claims. You can live longer, you can live healthier, and it actually be the immoral option for your life. There are many reductios that you can run against that. I can grant this idea that in the descriptive biological sense, you will live longer and you will be healthier. That's not what's being refuted. What's being refuted is the term thriving being used. If you remember in my previous response, I said, you asked me, could you thrive on a plant-based diet? I said, no, if thriving is being indexed to me and not being equivocated upon.
Okay, so Lit, do you think you can be healthy and live longer on a plant-based diet?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So then what morally justifies you choosing to exploit innocent sentient beings?
The fact that you're committing a category error by calling them innocent. Innocent is a property of persons.
I'm sorry, let me just clarify. When I say innocent, I mean that they did nothing wrong to you. So what morally justifies you exploiting innocent sentient beings to death for optional product?
Yeah, so my previous response captures this as well. Innocence is a normative property. It's a moral property. When you
Lit,
say
can you
something
stop
like, "Hey, whoa, whoa,
strawmanning the
whoa," so
argument? Can you
look
stop
how he's
strawmanning the
interrupting me. If you
argument?
want to go back to interrupting, we can
Yeah,
do
I'm
that.
sure.
Do you want to do that,
Stop
host?
crying.
We can
Stop
go right back
strawmanning
into
it.
interrupting.
Can you please answer the question?
We can go right back into
I
doing
do
that. Did you want
want
to do
you to
that?
answer the question if you
I did answer the question, but you can't grasp
You
the
did
answer.
not.
What was my answer, host? What was my answer, host?
Okay, it was about you had the problem
No,
with the
stop,
word
stop, stop. Not
innocent.
you.
So let
No,
me
Not
I'm
you.
not,
clarify.
dude.
Not you.
Just answer the question.
Host, well, host, I
Let's
did,
say I
but you
wasn't
can't track
track.
the response.
Okay, let's say I
Okay,
wasn't
yeah, you
because
weren't
there was
tracking.
too.
Then don't
Hold
say.
on,
Then
hold on,
don't
hold
say.
on.
Okay, then
No,
don't
because
say.
there's
Then
too
don't
much
say I didn't
interrupting.
answer
I
it.
want you to answer it
Then
again
don't
because
say
there's.
I didn't answer it if you're not
Okay,
tracking
I
it.
didn't say it. I just said, could you answer the question? That's all I asked. I didn't say
said I
you
did.
didn't. I
Okay,
didn't
let me
say you
answer it again.
didn't. Okay, there you go.
Let me answer it again. Let me answer it again. So the question that you are asking me is a loaded question, which is a kind of begging the question, which is a fallacy. So the reason why the question is loaded, is because innocence
What was his
is a
question?
moral property. Look, why should we, what morally justifies like exploiting innocent sentient beings?
Sure. Can you remove the word innocent and then reply
Okay,
to
cool.
the
Okay,
question what morally
so it is
justifies
true.
sentient beings to optional products?
So
No,
notice
Lit,
how
I'm
hang
just
on, hang
not
on.
Lit, I'm
So
just
notice
not
how the host
interested.
wanted to
Lit,
pretend that
I'm
I didn't
just
track
not
the question, then I
interested.
perfectly tracked it. Good job, host. That was a really good rhetorical point. You look really good right now.
Sure,
Okay,
sure.
so so now the question is not about
I'm
innocence, right?
genuinely not interested in this
Yeah, reword the
bullshit.
question.
Can you
Reword the
for
question
one
because you know you
second
created the fallacy.
answer the
Reword the question.
question?
No, you reword it.
Okay.
You want to reword it. Reword it now.
Okay, so what I'm trying to do, just to be clear, is I'm trying to remove the disingenuous from your white ass piece of shit. Because what I'm trying to tell you is asking you a simple question and you're strawmanning the argument with every single point that you have. Instead of answering the question, which was what morally justifies exploiting innocent sentient beings, and by innocent I mean that they did nothing wrong to you, all you do is bitch and whine about the word usage. Stop being a disingenuous piece of shit and actually answer the actual thing that's being asked of you. You know what we're referring to. You know what we mean by these questions. And instead of attacking the vocabulary that we use, can you just attack the argument? Because by that thing that you're doing, you are strawmanning the argument on its own.
Yeah, you also used the fallacy. So just because something is fallacious, that doesn't mean like you're ignoring the point. That doesn't mean that we aren't getting to something genuine, right? Like you were just calling fallacies just for the sake of calling fallacies. We were trying to get to a point. It may be fallacious, but we were still trying to get to something genuine. We weren't trying to be manipulative. We weren't trying to be disingenuous. However, the fallacy is being disingenuous. You are outright being disingenuous, not integrating with You're not participating in conversation authentically. And I was tracking what you were saying. I was just listening and multitasking. Like, cry me a fucking river,
No,
dude.
Axel. No, Axel, but that's his whole position, wasn't it? Because he said you're not tracking. When I repeated specifically what he said, well, wait, I asked the host, not you.
Yeah.
What even is the point? We're debating the same topic. It doesn't matter. Somebody listened to you, and the question remained the same. Because at the end of the day, we're not interested in debating words that we're using. We're interested in debating the topic at hand, which is needless animal exploitation. Well, how do you define needless? Well, stop it with that. You know exactly what we mean. You can thrive on a plant-based diet. Oh, but what do you find by thrive? You can be healthy on a plant-based diet, dude. This is the whole conversation we had so far. You trying to attack our vocabulary has led us nowhere in this conversation.
Yeah.
You eventually agreed you can be healthy on a plant-based diet. So why the hell can't you then ask yourself, why is it okay to exploit other animals when you can be healthy without doing so?
Oh yeah. My God. So you're fine. We're gonna move on. Mexican Manny, are you over 18? Mexican Manny, are you over 18?
Sorry, I was turning off my music. Yeah, I'm 18. I'm 23.
Okay, cool. Are you vegan?
Hell no, bro.
Okay, why hell no?
Yeah, I don't think that the same argument from prior. I don't think that animals don't have some sort of like personhood or some sort of evaluation normatively.
Oh
We're
God, we got another one.
What is with
What do you
this
think?
normative? Hold on, before we even get
Yeah.
there, what is with this normative? We're not saying they have personhood in a normative
Wait, let me
capacity.
go
Hold
answer the
on.
question.
I'm
Wait,
gonna just finish saying what I was saying. We are not saying that. We are asking, even if they don't have a normative personhood, what is your moral justification of why it is okay to continue to participate in the exploitation, being slavery and murder when it comes to entertainment, clothing, science, labor, and or for food?
well, let me respond to the first, and I'll answer the question. So the first point, again, that's a category error because obviously it's the case that
Oh
you
God.
want to assume. Hold on, you're assuming, right? The kind of like
Why did we get the Phil
the kind
Bros
of
in here?
bro. Let me answer,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Like, can
So
I?
Mexican. Before you answer all of this, I want to. I want. We're trying to have a genuine conversation. Do you understand what the issue at hand we're debating right now?
Yeah, I am. Like
What is the
so
issue at hand that we're debating?
the issue is the question would be, or the host asking is
No, no, no. I'm
why
not asking you the question. What is the issue at hand that we are debating right now? What is the
as
injustice that we stand against?
I don't know what you mean by injustice towards like these non like personhood beings.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
We're asking you about the injustice that we do towards non-human animals, and namely, we
what's the
exploit them for
evaluation?
products we don't
What's the
need.
evaluation, my guy? What's the evaluation
Yeah,
on
yeah,
that?
yeah. I don't care about any of that. Do you agree that we
You
exploit
should. Hold
non-human?
on.
Sure, sure,
Whenever you
Mexican. So,
use
yeah, 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 yeah. Sure, Mexican. Let me ask you: do you agree that we exploit
bro,
non-human animals?
notice how you like, dude,
Do
this
you
guy's a
agree? Yeah, yeah, sure. Do you agree that we exploit non-human animals?
exploit non-human. No, that's question begging. I don't. That's a loaded question.
No, 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 Mexican. Do you
That's a loaded
agree that
question.
we? It's not. Do you
Because
agree
whenever
that
we
we
use, hold
exploit
on,
non-human
whenever we use,
animals?
let me explain. Can I explain for a bit?
No.
Because like,
Do you
I try to
agree?
be
No, I
genuine.
don't.
Hold on,
I genuinely
bro.
don't care. Do you agree? Mexican, before you answer any other question, I want you to answer a simple question. Do
You know
you
the
agree
question is
that we
flawed,
exploit?
right? You
Sure,
know the
sure,
question is
sure,
flawed.
sure. I'm sure,
So
I'm
if you're
sure. Do you
acknowledging it,
agree? Sure, 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 sure,
then
sure.
reword the
Do you
question,
agree?
bro.
Sure, sure, sure,
Reword the
sure.
question.
Sure, 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 sure. Do you agree that we
Okay, go
treat
ahead.
non-human
Be a good
animals? There you
boy
go.
and like reword the
There you go.
question.
I'm rewarding it. I'm being a good boy. Do
Okay,
you agree
okay, good.
that
Dude,
we
will you
treat
stop
non-human
filibustering,
animals?
please?
Yeah, do you
Village.
agree that we treat non-human animals as resources, as objects, as means to an end?
I actually disagree. I don't believe in the means to an end principle.
Okay,
Do you
dude.
agree that
So
we treat
that's
non-human
assuming
animals as
that I
objects?
hold the means to an hold on. That just assumes I hold the means to an end
Oh
principles. I don't hold that
God.
view.
Jesus Christ, man. Do you agree that we treat non-human animals as resources or as objects?
That's a loaded question. I don't know.
Dude,
Oh
the
God, what the fuck is
filibustering with
up with
these
these
people,
people?
dude. Like, learn filibustering, what it is, and quit fucking doing it. Like, that's all you guys are fucking doing is filibustering.
They're not even saying anything. They just have a problem with the words we use. So I'm trying very clearly to ask you simply, do you agree that we are exploiting non-human animals? Oh, I don't have a problem with exploitation. Lord. Okay, do you agree we treat non-human animals as objects? How difficult it is? Can you just for a second understand what it is that we're talking about? Well, no, I'm going to try and be a disingenuous piece of shit and go around the words that you're using so that I completely avoid the topic at hand. Jesus Christ.
Dude, I swear
I
these
get
people are
riled up.
Trump supporters. Like, dude, like that's all you we're running away. All you're doing is filibustering, which is running away from actually making a position. You didn't make any position because we're asking loaded questions. Dude,
There was no loaded question.
yeah, I know. Like, what the fuck loaded question are we asking? Like, there
Yeah.
is no loaded
Do you?
question. Put it in the chat, dude. You
Yeah.
can argue with us, but put it in the fucking chat. Like, we're not gonna have this
Yeah.
interrupting contest.
Yeah. How is asking you? Do you agree that we treat animals as resources a loaded question? How is that a loaded question? I'm trying to genuinely understand. It's not. It's fairly simple. There's no trick question. There's no unproven rule, and there's no actual belief built into it. Simple. Do we treat non-human animals as resources?
It's a loaded question because I don't like it, says Keith. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's the soundest logic ever.
Jesus Christ, the Phil bros are so annoying, man. Like, just have a conversation, bro. Just stop it with the bullshit. You're like, you're just making yourself stupider by doing this because you're not actually grasping anything. You're just learning to use words, empty words saying nothing. At the end of the day, ChatGPT will eventually, well, is probably smarter than you right now because at least ChatGPT can formulate some coherent sentence and some form of substance in it. But when you make these statements that mean absolutely nothing, you reach absolutely nothing and you learn absolutely nothing. So you're just learning to spout words, or as Axel so well put it, filibuster.
Yeah, which generally refers to filibuster. Generally means the extension of a debate or dilatory tactics in a legislative body to delay or prevent a vote. That's all it is. You're just preventing your vote on whether or not you like this thing or you don't like this thing. It is literally just doing these words to delay the fact that you have to answer a question. That's what filibuster.
Yeah, but host, this is the legislative context, host. You see, you're not going exactly by the definition, host. So I don't understand unless you use the exact definition, host. I'm a film bro and I'm smart. I'm actually very stupid. Oh, God.
Yep.
Sorry. That's essentially what they would be.
Yeah, use the direct. Learn how to read faster, host. Just kidding. You didn't read fast enough, so I'm gonna interrupt you and say a bunch of fucking shit like, "Oh, you're not tracking," before I can even fucking say what I was gonna say. Oh my god. Anyway, I think we're done. I think we're gonna be done. We're at 2 hours and 7 minutes. Thank you so much, Chip. Everyone go and like and subscribe to that Chip guy. He goes on TikTok with people and he has a whole bunch of content on YouTube. He does awesome debates on in person with a bunch of other people, including B12 Babe, who is in here. Go and like and subscribe to Chip. He is a total G. He might not like my grayscale tendencies, but he is an absolute G of a man. And yeah, he's a good guy.
What do you mean by G, host? Do you mean that I'm in the shape of a G? Is that a loaded statement?
Oh, man.
Yeah, do the same for Axel, everyone. Axel is an amazing person. He's not only an amazing person, but he does a great job. You know, he's calm and he tries to speak to people nicely. I don't have his patience, and I fucking hate it when I interrupt and stop people when they're saying dumb stuff. But Axel does not do that. Axel listens to people, so he does an excellent job. Hit that like and subscribe, you people on YouTube.
Yeah. And I will see you guys later. I gotta do some yard work now. And no, I will not be streaming the yard work in shirtless form today. I will not be doing that today because I am running late. I gotta get shit done. So it's gonna take too much time to set up a stream. So I gotta get going.
It's an equivocation fallacy that you said you got to get shit done. Does that mean you're gonna shit host?
Oh man, equivocation error. Am I gonna be killing and exploiting plants too much?
Oh god.
I'm enslaving and murdering plants too much, which is equivocation to Oh fuck. Those last two, man. Was it last two or last three? I don't know, but they were all so fucking dumb. Like,
yeah.
I don't even think they were like they had to be in a debate class, and like they had to purposely be doing like some filibustering to just avoid answering a question. Like there is no way.
So Planet Peterson does this very good thing with these people. They say they create a simple syllogism, and you see that. What was the other person's name? I forgot the last person's name that was here.
Mexican something, Mexican Manny.
Mexican Manny, yeah. So it's fairly simple. I'll create a valid logical syllogism. All people with the name of Mexican Manny are goat fuckers. His name is Mexican Manny, therefore he's a goat fucker. It's a valid logical syllogism.
Pretty much. Okay. Anyway, Chip, I love you.
Sorry.
Bear hugs, man. Get some more gains on the vegan standpoint, you know. Flex on those non-vegans. And
I feel like Beetle Babes, they were 3 personalities into one. Such a good observation, yeah.
Yeah, they were all the same person. I feel like they were just like all sides of the same coin.
I'm so riled up and I gotta go to bed. You know what? What do I do now, Axel? Tell me, because I gotta sleep.
Well, I do have a method for you, actually. So this actually helps me with my insomnia. If you think really hard, like just the concept of thinking as many thoughts as you possibly can, when you breathe in and then you breathe out and think the word nothing, okay? And just keep repeating that over and over again. Think as many things as you possibly can in your head while you're breathing in, and then you breathe out and you think the word nothing. And then you keep doing that and you'll like knock yourself out. Oh, my microphone's down. My microphone is down.
I can't hear you anymore, Axel.
1 second.
I'm not sure if it's just me.
My microphone was down. Mic was down. Hello? Hello?
Okay, now I can hear you.
Yeah, my microphone went down.
Oh, okay.
So I do have a solution.
So think of the word nothing. Think of the word nothing. That's where you cut off.
Yeah, so yeah, every time that you breathe in, think as many thoughts as you possibly can, like how shitty these guys were, or, you know, how shitty I was at debating, or, you know, just think as many things as you possibly can. And then at the moment you breathe out, you think the word nothing, and it will knock you out.
Like the word nothing? Like just think of how it...
Just think the word nothing every time you breathe out. That's the only thing you think about is the word nothing. Just think nothing every time you breathe out.
Is it like tattooed on somebody? Is it like written somewhere?
Just, I don't know, man. Think of the word nothing. Just say nothing in your head when you breathe out.
Okay, I'll try to say.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try to say nothing on my head when I breathe out. Okay.
Yeah. I promise it will knock you out, and then you can come and tell me that it didn't work, but you didn't do it right because you didn't do it long enough.
Okay. Oh, okay.
You have to do it until you fall asleep, and it will work. I promise.
So I swear to God that if I think of the word nothing and the equivocation fallacy comes up in my mind. Yeah.
Well, like when you breathe in, you can think of equivocation fallacy. Think of that word equivocation fallacy when you breathe in, and then when you breathe out, think the word nothing.
Okay, I'll give that a try.
All right. Love you, Chip. And love you, everybody in YouTube. Love you, everybody in TikTok. Unless you're not vegan. If you're not vegan, you're a basic ass bitch. Don't be basic, be vegan. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.